students, how are you all? I'm sure you all are doing really good. So children, let's begin with our next chapter, which is Unit 4, Materials Around Us. States of Matter. Stepping up the three states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, how matter changes state, expansion and contraction of matter, reversible and irreversible changes. So children, in this chapter we are going to revise about matter, the three state of matter, and how the state of matter interchange with each other, and about their contraction and expansion, and also about the reversible and irreversible चेंजेस. इस चैप्टर में हम रिवाइज करने वाले हैं क्योंकि हम मैटर के बारे में पहले भी ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हैं. मैटर के थ्री स्टेट्स के बारे में पढ़ चुके हैं, कैसे ये आपस में इंटरचेंज होते हैं, कैसे मैटर जो है ये एक्सपैंड करता है, कैसे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इसका होता है, और कैसे चेंजेस जो होते हैं वो रिवर्सिबल एंड इरिवर्सिबल होते हैं. Look at all the things around you. Most of them are solid. The tables, a wall, cars, trees, books and food. Some such as lemonade, water, milk and oranges juice are liquid. You probably cannot see any gases, but they are there too. In a fizzy drink, in a light bulb, the fumes from a car and the oxygen you breathe. So children, matter is all around us. We see many things around us and they are made up of matter. Some are solid, some are liquid and some are gases. We can't see gases but they are present in our atmosphere. मैटर जो है ये हम अपने पूरे चारों तरफ देखते हैं. ठीक है, मैटर की ही बनी हुई चीज़ें हमारे आसपास रहती हैं. ठीक है, ये सॉलिड फॉर्म में भी रहती है, जैसे आपका टेबल होता है, चेयर होता है. लिक्विड फॉर्म में भी होती है, जैसे आप मिल्क पीते हैं, आप पानी वगैरह पीते हैं, कोल्ड ड्रिंक वगैरह पीते हैं. और गैसेस फॉर्म में भी होता है, लेकिन गैसेस जो है ये हमें नज़र नहीं आती, लेकिन हमारे एटमॉस्फेयर में प्रेजेंट होती है. So now we are going to discuss about matter and molecules. Any substance that has mass and occupies space is called matter. When matter fills up a certain amount of space, we say it has a volume. Matter is made up of tiny particles that cannot be seen with the naked eyes. These tiny particles are called molecules. A molecule can be defined as the smaller part of a substance that has all properties of the substance. So we can say that each sugar molecule will have the properties of sugar. So as you all know, the thing which occupies a space and which has mass, that is called matter, and matter is made up of tiny particles which we say molecules. We can't see these molecules with our naked eyes. तो मैटर जो है ये आपको पता ही है कि जो भी चीज़ कोई भी स्पेस ऑक्यूपाई करती है या जिसका अपना एक मास होता है वो मैटर कहलाती है. अब ये जो मैटर होता है ये काफ़ी टाइनी पार्टिकल से बना हुआ होता है, जिसे हम मॉलिक्यूल कहते हैं. लेकिन मॉलिक्यूल हमें नज़र नहीं आता क्योंकि ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा छोटे होते हैं. Molecules move constantly and are attracted towards each other. These characteristic of molecules gives each state of matter its distinct properties. Table show the arrangement and movement of molecules in solid, liquid and gaseous substances. So in each state of matter there are different kind of molecule. Like you see in solid, they are close together, and if you see in liquid, they are quite far from each other, and when you see in gas, they are very far, they are spread in all over the directions. तो मॉलिक्यूल जो होते हैं ये कॉन्स्टेंटली एक दूसरे से अट्रैक्ट होते हैं, और ये हर एक स्टेट जो होता है मैटर का उसमें अलग अलग तरीके से पाए जाते हैं. जैसे अगर आप सॉलिड में देखो तो ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा क्लोजली टाइटली चिपके हुए होते हैं, लिक्विड में थोड़ा सा एक दूसरे से अलग होते हैं, और गैस में ये और ज़्यादा स्प्रेड होते हैं क्योंकि ये बाकी डायरेक्शंस की तरफ जा रहे होते हैं. नाउ एंगेज, टिक द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. वी कैनॉट सी एनी. A, solid, B, liquid, C, gases. So three options are given here. What you cannot see? We cannot see gases. So you will take the option C. When matter fills up a certain amount of space, we call it A, matter, B, volume, C, molecule. So the correct answer is option B, volume. When matter fills up a certain amount of space, it is called volume. तो यहाँ पे हमें दो एक्टिविटीज़ दी गई है, क्वेश्चंस दिए गए हैं जिनके हमें थ्री ऑप्शंस दिए गए हैं. पहले में हम इनमें से क्या चीज़ नहीं देख पाते, बताइए बच्चों, सॉलिड लिक्विड गैसेस में से हमें क्या चीज़ नहीं नज़र आती? तो हमें गैसेस जो है वो नज़र नहीं आती, लेकिन ये प्रेजेंट होती है। दूसरा क्वेश्चन है कि क्या चीज़ जो होती है वो एक सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ स्पेस को फिल करती है, उसे हम क्या कहते हैं? उसे हम वॉल्यूम कहते हैं। आगे बढ़ते हैं बच्चों। प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ सॉलिड, लिक्विड एंड गैसेस। Arrangement of molecule, solids, liquids, gases. The molecules are close together and arranged in a regular pattern. Examples: wood, stone, pencil, computer. The molecules are less closely packed and arranged a little randomly. Example: water, juice, milk, oil. The molecules are far apart and have a very random arrangement. Examples: carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Movement of molecules vibrate about a fixed position, move around each other, move quickly and in all directions. Properties: hard and rigid. They have a definite shape and volume. They cannot be compressed. They flow and take the shape of the container in which they are poured. Though they have a definite volume, they do not have a definite shape. Liquids can be compressed. Now gases, they neither have a definite shape nor a definite volume. Reason of movement: the molecules are very close to each other strongly and cannot move away. The molecules are less closely packed than those in solids. The attraction between the molecules is lesser and they can move around each other. The molecules loosely packed, the force of attraction between them is weak and they are free to move around in every direction. So let's discuss about the properties of solid, liquid and gas one by one. First we are going to discuss about solids. The molecules are very tightly closed, packed together, so they cannot move in other directions and they cannot be compressed. Also they have a fixed position and they are very hard and rigid. And if we talk about liquid, the molecules are very less closely packed, so they have a little random arrangement of molecules and it can move around each other and they have a flow and take shape of the container where you pour it. Now if you talk about gases, they have a very random arrangement as they can move in other directions very frequently. तो अगर हम प्रॉपर्टीज़ की बात करें सॉलिड, लिक्विड एंड गैसेस की, तो सॉलिड में जैसे आपने ऊपर पिक्चर में भी देखा था, इसमें जो मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं ये आपस में चिपके हुए होते हैं, बहुत टाइटली ये चिपके हुए होते हैं, इसलिए आप इन्हें कंप्रेस्ड नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा एक दूसरे से चिपके हुए होते हैं। अगर हम लिक्विड की बात करें तो मॉलिक्यूल जो होते हैं थोड़े थोड़े एक दूसरे से क्या होते हैं, सेपरेट होते हैं, और गैसेज में ये बिल्कुल ही अलग डायरेक्शन में जा रहे होते हैं, बिल्कुल ही एक दूसरे से अलग होते हैं, इसलिए इन्हें एक्सपैंड किया जा सकता है। Now changing a state of matter. Matter can change from one state to another due to heating or cooling. The most obvious example of this is water. Take out a tray of ice cubes from the freezer. Ice cubes are water in its solid state. Leave it outside for some time. The ice cubes will melt to form the liquid state of water. On heating this water in an open pan, we will notice the water changing to vapor and vanishing into the air. Vapor is the gaseous state of water. It is the heat transfer in matter that causes a change of state. Understand the phenomena of a changing state of matter with reference to heat transfer and the movement of molecule here. So we will discuss about the change of matter's state. We will take example of water. When you take water and you put it in the freezer, you see the water harden and it become ice cubes. When you put it out and keep it in room temperature, it will melt, and when you heat it, it will evaporate and mix it with air. तो चेंज ऑफ मैटर की अगर हम बात करें तो इसमें हम एग्जांपल लेंगे पहले किसका, पानी का। पानी को आपने देखा है, आप जब इसको फ्रीज़र में डालते हो तो ये क्या हो जाता है, फ्रीज हो जाता है, आइस में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, सॉलिड फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है। जब आप इसको रूम टेम्परेचर पे लाते हो तो फिर क्या होता है, ये मेल्ट हो जाता है, और जब आप इसको हीट करते हो तो पानी में से जो भाप निकल रही होती है तो उसके थ्रू जो वाटर है वो लिक्विड से गैस में कन्वर्ट हो रहा होता है। तो यहाँ पे आपको पिक्चर भी दिखाई गई है। सॉलिड में जो मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं वो फिक्स पैटर्न में होते हैं, एक दूसरे से काफ़ी चिपके हुए होते हैं। लिक्विड में मॉलिक्यूल्स जो होते हैं ये क्लोज होते हैं, लेकिन इनके बीच में थोड़ा सा गैप होता है। गैसेस में ये बिल्कुल ही सेपरेट होते हैं, इनके बीच में काफ़ी ज़्यादा गैप हमें देखने को मिलता है। तो ये जो डायग्राम है ये ज़रूर याद कर लेना, आपके एग्ज़ाम में ये पूछा जा सकता है। Now first is melting. The change of a solid substance into its liquid state is known as melting. Solid ice melts into liquid water when it is kept in a warm place. The molecules of the ice take up heat from the surroundings and start vibrating faster. This breaks the rigid pattern of a molecule arrangement. The solid ice melts to form liquid. So first we will talk about melting. How we melt? When we change a substance, a solid substance into liquid, so we follow a process which is called melting. So in this it breaks down the rigid pattern of the molecule and it convert it in लिक्विड। मेल्टिंग में क्या होता है, सॉलिड फॉर्म जो सॉलिड सब्सटेंसेस होते हैं मॉलिक्यूल को, उनको बर्न किया जाता है, उनको हीट अप किया जाता है ताकि वो क्या हो जाए, मेल्ट हो जाए और वो लिक्विड फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाए। Second is freezing. The change of a liquid substance into its solid state is called freezing. Water freezes into solid ice when kept in the freezer. The molecules of water lose heat and their vibrations slow down. Eventually, the particles come closer and become tightly packed. Thus, it takes the form of a rigid ice. So when we change the liquid substance into solid, so what happens? It happens through freezing. In freezing, we see the water lose heat and their vibrations slow down. That's why they become solid. फ्रीजिंग में क्या होता है, मेल्टिंग का उल्टा होता है। ठीक है, मेल्टिंग में जो सॉलिड को आप मेल्ट करते हो तो उसको लिक्विड फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करते हो, तो उसमें क्या होता है, उसके जो मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं धीरे धीरे ब्रेक डाउन होकर सेपरेट होना शुरू हो जाते हैं। लेकिन फ्रीजिंग में क्या होता है, वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होकर के सॉलिड फॉर्म बनाते हैं। Third is evaporation. Evaporation is the change of a liquid substance into its gaseous form. Liquid water turns into vapor when heated in a container. The vibration of the molecules of the liquid becomes extremely fast on heating and they move far apart from each other, turning into gas. So in evaporation, what happens, when you boil a water and it start evaporating into the air and it started mixing with the air. So the vibration of the molecule of liquid become extremely fast because they started spreading in all the directions. इवेपोरेशन में क्या होता है, जब भी आप पानी को बॉईल करते हो, तो जब आप बॉईल करते हो तो आप देखोगे बॉईल होते होते उसमें से एक भाप निकल रही होती है, तो वो भाप निकल के क्या हो रही होती है, इवेपोरेट होके एयर के साथ मिक्स हो रही होती है। Now fourth is condensation. Condensation is the change of a gas into its liquid form. We see water droplets on the outer surface of a glass with cold water or ice in it. Water vapor in the air near the glass cools down when it comes in contact with the cold glass. The vibration of the molecules slow down and molecules becomes less free to move. As a result, tiny water droplets appear on the glass surface. So as you see in the picture, condensation happens here. You see some droplets around the glass. This is called condensation, where the air becomes the liquid. कंडेंसेशन में क्या होता है, गैस को लिक्विड फॉर्म में बदला जाता है। Now take a break. Memorization based. Write one word for the following. Any substance that has mass and occupies space. What is it? It is called matter. जो भी सब्सटेंस मास ऑक्यूपाई करता है उसे हम मैटर कहते हैं। The process by which a liquid changes to its solid form, it is called freezing. The process by which a liquid changes to its solid form, what is it called? It is called freezing, where we change the liquid into solid. The process by which a gas changes into liquid, what is it called? It is called condensation. The process by which a liquid changes into its gaseous form, it is called evaporation. The process by which a solid changes to a liquid, it is called मेल्टिंग। तो यहाँ पे कुछ प्रोसेस हमें दिए गए हैं, इनको हमें बताना है कि लिक्विड से अगर आप सॉलिड में कन्वर्ट करते हो तो उसे हम क्या कहते हैं, उसे हम फ्रीजिंग कहते हैं। अगर आप गैस को कन्वर्ट करते हो लिक्विड में तो उसे हम क्या कहते हैं, उसे कंडेंसेशन कहते हैं। अगर वो प्रोसेस जिसमें हम लिक्विड को चेंज करते हैं गैसेस फॉर्म में तो वो इवेपोरेशन कहलाता है, और वो प्रोसेस जिसमें हम सॉलिड को चेंज करते हैं लिक्विड में तो वो मेल्टिंग कहलाता है। Now, do you know melting mysteries? Different solids melt at different temperatures. Temperature is a measure of how hot or cold things are. Ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius. Chocolate melts at about 35 degrees Celsius. So, we say that chocolate has a higher melting point than ice. Metals such as aluminium and iron also melt when we heat them. They have a very high melting points or have to be very hot to melt. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius and freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. So here some melting mysteries are given here. Different solids have different temperature to melt. Now expansion and contraction. When we heat a substance, its particles or molecules gain energy and start moving away from each other. This is called expansion. Example, when it is difficult to open a bottle of jam with a metal lid. The lid is heated gently. The metal lid then expands and loosens its grip on the bottle and can be opened easily. So when we expand, when we do something, its particle molecule gain energy. When we heat something, the molecule of the solid get expand. This is the process of expansion. Gases show maximum expansion whereas solids show minimum expansion. So we see the expansion in gases as compared to solids. When we cool a substance, its particle or molecules come closer and occupy less space. The substance contract or shrink. The phenomenon is called contraction. Example, if we keep an empty mineral water bottle in the freezer for an hour, we will find that it shrinks in and gets deformed. This happens due to contraction of air inside the bottle. When the air gets cooled, the air particles come closer and occupies less space. As a result, the bottle gets squeezed. So when we cool some substances, the molecule come closer and they occupy less space. That's why they contrast or shrink with each other. This is called contraction. तो एक्सपेंशन एंड कॉन्ट्रैक्शन हम जान लेते हैं। जब भी हम किसी भी पार्टिकल को, किसी भी सब्सटेंस को हम हीट करते हैं तो उसके जितने भी पार्टिकल्स होते हैं वो एक्सपैंड होना शुरू हो जाते हैं, वो फैलना शुरू हो जाते हैं, इसीलिए इसे एक्सपेंशन कहा जाता है। ठीक है। और जब भी हम किसी भी सब्सटेंस को कूल करते हैं, उसे फ्रीज करते हैं, तो उसके जितने भी मॉलिक्यूल होते हैं वो चिपकना, एक दूसरे के पास क्लोज आना शुरू कर देते हैं, तो उसे हम कॉन्ट्रैक्ट या श्रिंक होना कहते हैं, इसीलिए इसे कॉन्ट्रैक्शन का प्रोसेस कहा जाता है। Reversible and irreversible change. The properties of a material can be changed. Some changes are irreversible while some are reversible. A change is called irreversible if it cannot be changed back again. For example, we cannot change a cake back into its ingredient again. So we can say that the irreversible changes are permanent. They cannot be reversed. New materials are always formed in an irreversible change. Many times, these new materials are useful to us. Heating can cause an irreversible change. For example, we heat a raw egg to cook it. The cooked egg cannot be changed back to a raw egg again. So now we are going to discuss about the irreversible and reversible change. In simple language, we can say if some changes are there, you can't reverse them. That's why they are called irreversible. As you bake a cake, can you reverse it into its ingredient? No. So this is called irreversible changes, and some are those changes which we can reverse. So these are called reversible change. तो हमारे जितने भी हमारे नेचर है या हमारे आसपास की जो चीज़ें हैं, इनमें कई चीज़ ऐसे होती है जो रिवर्स की जा सकती है, इसलिए इन्हें रिवर्सिबल चेंजेस कहा जाता है। कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी होती है जो इरिवर्सिबल होती है, इसलिए इन्हें इरिवर्सिबल चेंजेस कहा जाता है, जिन्हें आप रिवर्स नहीं कर सकते। जैसे आप केक बनाते हो, तो केक जब आप बनाते हो, क्या उसको रिवर्स करके उसके इंग्रेडिएंट में आप वापस उसको चेंज कर सकते हो? नहीं ना। तो वो जो आपका बेकिंग ऑफ केक है, ये आपका इरिवर्सिबल चेंज कहलाता है। Burning is an example of an irreversible change. When we burn wood, we get ash and smoke. We cannot change the ash and smoke to wood again. So, burning is also the example of irreversible change. Whenever you heat something, whenever you burn something, you cannot reverse it into its raw position. A reversible change is a change that can be undone or reversed. It is a temporary. It might change how a material looks or feels, but it does not make new material. Melting is an example of a reversible change. For example, melted chocolate can be changed back into solid chocolate by cooling. Freezing is a reversible change. For example, we can freeze orange juice to make ice lollies. The ice lollies can be changed back into orange juice by keeping them out of the freezer. So these are the example of reversible change, those changes which you can reverse, like you can freeze a ice, then you can melt it to become it, to make it water again, and you can make it ice again by freezing it. So this is called reversible change. रिवर्सिबल चेंज जो होते हैं, जैसे मैंने पहले आपको बताया, इसको आप रिवर्स कर सकते हो। जैसे आपने पानी को आइस क्यूब, जो आपकी ट्रे होती है उसमें आपने डाला, उसको आपने फ्रीज़ किया, दोबारा से जब आपने आइस क्यूब आपने फ्रीज़र से निकाली, उसको आपने मेल्ट किया, दोबारा से उसको क्या कर दिया, पानी में कन्वर्ट कर दिया, तो ये आपका रिवर्सिबल चेंज होता है। Now boiling, evaporating and condensing are all example of reversible changes. For example, if we could capture all the steam that is made when a kettle boils, we could turn it back to water by cooling it. Observe a puddle caused by a rain. Once the sun comes out, the water in the puddle will evaporate using heat from the sun after a while. So boiling, evaporating and condensing are the example of reversible change. As in this process or by these process, you can reverse the changes in nature. Like when rain comes, you see most of the water puddles in the road, and when sun comes, these water puddles evaporate. जो आपका बॉइलिंग, इवेपोरेटिंग एंड कंडेंसिंग का जो प्रोसेस है, ये रिवर्सिबल चेंज भी बनाता है। जैसे कि आपके रेन जो होती है, रेन जब आती है तो रेन के आने से क्या होते हैं, बहुत सारे जो खड्डे होते हैं पानी के वो बन जाते हैं, पडल्स बन जाते हैं, ठीक है। लेकिन जब रेन के बाद जब सन आता है तो वो इन पडल्स को क्या कर देता है, सुखा देता है, इनके पानी को सिखा देता है, इवेपोरेट कर देता है। फिर से क्या होती है, रेन आती है, वो पडल्स फिर से भर जाते हैं, तो ये आपका रिवर्सिबल चेंज होता है। How do some solids and gases dissolve in water? A solvent is a liquid that dissolves substances. The substance that dissolves is called the solute. The mixture formed by a solvent and solute is called a solution. The components of a solution get mixed together completely. So when you mix solvent and solute with each other, it becomes a solution. Substances that can dissolve in a particular solvent are referred to as soluble substances. Substances that cannot dissolve in a particular solvent are called insoluble substances. So there are some particles or there are some objects or substances which you cannot dissolve in water. That's why they are called insoluble substances. Some solids that dissolve in water are salt, sugar and coffee. When a solid dissolves in a liquid, the molecules of the solid takes up the empty space between the molecules of the liquid. Two things that affect the speed at which the solid dissolve are temperature and the size of the grains of the solid. Sugar, which is made up of fine particles, will dissolve quickly, but bigger sugar particles will take longer. Solids usually dissolve faster and better in hot water. This is because in hot water the molecule of water move faster and bump into the solid more often, which increases the rate of reaction. So when you see the solution, when you mix the sugar particles in the normal water, it will take time to mix with it. When you mix the sugar particles in hot water, it will melt frequently. Oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide are some gases that can dissolve in water. Marine animals breathe in the oxygen dissolved in water. So we can say the gases are dissolved in water too, as the marine animals breathe the oxygen which is dissolved in water. तो बच्चों यहाँ पे हम बात कर लेते हैं सॉल्युबल एंड इनसॉल्युबल सब्सटेंसेस के बारे में। कुछ सब्सटेंसेस ऐसे होते हैं जो पानी में डिसॉल्व हो जाते हैं, उन्हें हम सॉल्युबल सब्सटेंसेस कहते हैं। लेकिन कुछ पार्टिकल्स ऐसे होते हैं जिन्हें हम पानी में डिसॉल्व बिल्कुल भी नहीं कर पाते, या यूँ कह लो कि ये अपनी एक लेयर बनाते हैं लेकिन पानी में डिसॉल्व नहीं होते, तो ये इनसॉल्युबल सब्सटेंसेस कहलाते हैं। अब जो डिसॉल्व हो जाते हैं जैसे कि सॉल्ट, शुगर, कॉफ़ी, ये इजीली डिसॉल्व हो जाते हैं पानी में, लेकिन टेम्परेचर भी एक तरह से एक बड़ा काम करता है इन्हें डिसॉल्व करने का। जैसे अगर आप चीनी को नॉर्मल पानी में घोलोगे तो ये टाइम लेगी घुलने में, लेकिन जब भी आप चीनी को गर्म पानी में डालोगे तो ये बहुत जल्दी क्या हो जाएगी, मेल्ट हो जाएगी। ऑक्सीजन, नाइट्रोजन और जो आपकी अदर गैसेस होती हैं ये पानी में भी डिसॉल्व हो जाती हैं, इसीलिए इन्हें इनसॉल्युबल गैसेस भी कहते हैं, क्योंकि जो मरीन एनिमल्स होते हैं वो पानी में डिसॉल्व इन्हीं गैसेस को क्या करते हैं, इनहेल करते हैं, या इन्हीं के थ्रू ये सांस लेते हैं। नाउ सॉल्वेंट्स, अनसैचुरेटेड, concentrated, saturated. When there is an ample space between the molecules of a solvent, the solvent is said to be unsaturated. When a lot of solute has been dissolved in the solvent, but there is still some space between the molecules, the solution is concentrated. When absolutely no more solute can be dissolved within a solvent, the solution is saturated. So what is saturated and what is concentrated? When there is ample space, when there is a large space between the molecules of the solvent, it is called unsaturated. And when there is some space between the molecules, the solution is called concentrated. And when there is no space, no more solute which is can be dissolved in water or with the solvent, it is called saturated. तो जितना भी आपका स्पेस होता है मॉलिक्यूल के बीच में एक सॉल्वेंट में, ये आपका अनसैचुरेटेड कहलाता है। और अगर आप कुछ स्पेस देखते हो मॉलिक्यूल के बीच में तो ये आपका कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड सोल्यूशन कहलाता है। और जब यहाँ पे कोई भी सल्यूट नहीं होता जो डिसॉल्व हो सके सॉल्वेंट के साथ, तो ऐसा सोल्यूशन आपका सैचुरेटेड सोल्यूशन कहलाता है। Now activity 1, try mixing the following substances together and decide whether the change is reversible or irreversible. Lemon juice added to baking powder. Is it reversible? No, it is not. Vinegar added to chalk. Is it reversible or irreversible? It is reversible. Vinegar added to salt. It is irreversible. Lemon juice added to sugar. It is irreversible. अब यहाँ पे आपको कुछ मिक्सिंग को ट्राई करना है और फिर आपको देखना है कि क्या आप इनको रिवर्स कर सकते हो या उनको रिवर्स नहीं कर सकते। Now chapter cover up any substance that has mass and occupies a space is called matter. A matter is made up of tiny particles or molecules that cannot be seen with naked eyes. In solids, the molecules are very close to each other and are tightly packed. Liquids can flow and take the shape of the container. Gases can move freely and always take up all the available space. Matter can change from one state to another due to heating or cooling. Change can be reversible or irreversible. Some solids and gases dissolve in water. So children, in this chapter we have learned about matter, 3 states of matter, the molecules in the 3 states of matter, also about liquid, gases and solids, and the matter, how it change when you melt it and when you cool it. Also about the reversible and irreversible changes. इस चैप्टर में हमने मैटर के बारे में पढ़ा, कैसे उसकी जो स्टेट्स होती हैं उनको आपस में आप चेंज कर सकते हो, उनको कूल करके, उनको हीट करके, और रिवर्सिबल चेंजेस एंड इरिवर्सिबल चेंजेस के बारे में पढ़ा। साथ ही साथ कुछ सॉलिड गैसेस के बारे में पढ़ा जो वाटर में डिसॉल्व हो सकते हैं। अब Think and answer based on NP 2020. A. Take the correct answer. The process of water turning into ice is called, what is it called? Some options are given here. Option A, freezing. Option B, condensation. Option C, evaporation. And option D, melting. So the correct answer is freezing, because you freeze the water and you turn it into ice. The process of water turning into water vapor is called A, freezing, B, condensation, C, evaporation, D, melting. So what is it? It is called evaporation. Now third, the process of water vapor turning into water is called option A, freezing, option B, condensation, option C, evaporation, option D, melting. So this process of water vapor turning into water is called condensation. Fourth, the properties of a solid is are a definite shape, B, never flow, C, consists of particles close to each other, D, all of these. So the correct answer is D, all of these. These all are the characteristics or properties of a solid. Fifth, when kept in freezer water, A, flows, B, vanish, C, freezes, D, forms cloud. So what is the correct answer according to you? It is freeze. When you keep the water in the freezer, it will freeze. Now B, fill in the blanks. First, melting of dash is an example of a reversible change. So you will write substance here. When you melt a substance, that is called a change of reversible. Second, in solid, the molecules are dash packed. So they are called tightly packed. Third, the particles of a matter moves dash when heated and dash when cooled. So the particle move away and they come closer. They closer when cooled. Particles जो होते हैं मैटर के, जब आप इन्हें हीट करते हो तो ये अलग अलग जाते हैं, लेकिन जब आप इन्हें कूल करते हो तो ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं. Fourth, anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Fifth, whenever and dash change occurs, new materials are always formed. So you will write irreversible. Irreversible changes, in irreversible changes, the new materials are always formed. Now see, state whether the following statements are true or false. First is, any substance that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Is it true or false? It is true. The change of a solid substance into its gaseous state is called melting. It is false. Condensation is the change of a gas into its liquid form. It is true. Fourth, the change can be reversible or irreversible. So they can be both. It is true. Fifth, a solvent is a liquid that dissolves substances. It is true. Now D, match the following, column A, column B. So you have to match some options from the column A with the column B option. First is solid. So you will match it with never flow. Second is liquid. You will match it with take the shape of a container. Third, molecules move quickly in all directions. It is gases. They move in all directions. Fourth, water to vapor. What is it called? It is called evaporation. Fifth, gas to liquid. It is called condensation. Sixth, solid to liquid. It is called melting. E, answer the following questions. Write a note on the arrangement of particles or molecules in different states of matter. So you have to write the arrangement of how the particles are arranged in 3 different states of matter, like in solid, in the liquid and in gases. You have to write in each part of the matter how the molecules are close together and how they form these state of matter. Second, describe the 3 state of matter and give example. So you will write matter can change from one state to another due to heating or cooling. The most obvious example of this is water. Take out a tray of ice cubes from the freezer. Ice cubes are water in its solid state. Leave it outside for some time. The ice cube will melt to form the liquid, and when you heat the water, it will evaporate to make the gaseous form. Now, third, describe the three states of matter and give example. So you have to describe three states of matter and you have to write the example. So you can draw the picture of three states and you can draw the molecules. You can show the molecules, how molecules are present in solid, liquid and gases. Now third, how will you change liquid water to solid ice and then to gaseous vapor? Describe through a labeled diagram. So you have to tell how a liquid water change to ice form. The change of a solid substance into its liquid state is called melting. Solid ice melts into liquid water when it is kept in a warm place. The molecules of the ice takes up heat from the surrounding and start vibrating faster. This breaks down the rigid pattern of the molecule arrangement. Thus, solid ice melts to form liquid. Evaporation is the change of a liquid substance into its gaseous form. Liquid water turns into vapor when heated in a container. The vibration of the molecules of the liquid becomes extremely fast on heating and they move far apart from each other, turning into gas. Fourth, list the properties of matter in solid, liquid and gaseous state. So you will have to write the properties of each state of matter. Like in solid, you can write hard and rigid. They have a definite shape and volume. They cannot be compressed. And about liquid, you will write they flow and take the shape of the container in which they are poured. Though they have a definite volume, they do not have a definite shape. Liquids can be compressed. And about gases, you will write they neither have a definite shape nor a definite volume. Now fifth, differentiate between expansion and contraction, irreversible and reversible changes. So you will write when we heat a substance, its particle or molecule gain energy and start moving away from each other. This is called expansion. Gases show maximum expansion where solids show minimum expansion. When we cool a substance, its particles or molecules come closer and occupy less space. The substance contract or shrink. The phenomena is called contraction. And about reversible, those changes which can be reversed, they are called reversible change, and those changes which cannot be reversed, they are called irreversible changes. Now out of the box critical thinking. Classify the objects given in the box as solid, liquid or gas. Also give reason for each classification. Example, ice. Original state, liquid, change state, solid. Is original state useful or not? Yes. So what you have to do, you have to fill this table given here according to the solid, liquid और gas and according to their classification. आपको यहाँ पे एक टेबल दी गई है, ठीक है. इस टेबल को आपको फिल करना है सॉलिड, लिक्विड और गैसेस का जो आपने चैप्टर पढ़ा है अभी उसके बेसिस पे. Now cross-links, physical media development. Display the three states of matter while you prepare cold jello dessert using water and jello crystals. Write detailed note on how the three states of matter get displayed in the process. So what you have to do, you have to prepare cold jello dessert while using water and jello crystals. These two ingredients are required to make a jello dessert. Then you have to write detailed note on how the three state of matter get displayed in the process. तो बच्चों यहाँ पे आपको एक एक्टिविटी करनी है. आपको जेलो डेजर्ट बनाना है जिसमें आपके दो इंग्रेडिएंट लगेंगे. आपको जेलो क्रिस्टल चाहिए, वाटर चाहिए. फिर आपको इसके पूरी रेसिपी को डिटेल में समझाना है कि कैसे इसके जो थ्री स्टेट्स हैं ये आपस में इंटरचेंज हुए और कैसे ये डेजर्ट जो है वो तैयार हुई. So children, I hope you understood the chapter very well. Now you will revise the chapter and practice the given exercise to understand the chapter thoroughly.